Let's jump into it. Number 9. The Pet Rock. Selling air in a box. Imagine a guy packaging ordinary stones, giving them straw bedding, and selling them as pets. That sounds like the absolute dumbest, most cynical invention ever conceived. But that's the Pet Rock, a novelty item that became a massive craze in 1975. We're talking about an entrepreneur, Gary Dahl, who made millions selling rocks literally with an instruction manual. It's like selling bottled water to fish. The product itself was ludicrous, yet it revolutionized novelty marketing and proved that a simple, absurd idea, sold with excellent packaging and humor, could capture the public's imagination and generate a fortune. For now, remember that sometimes the simplest and silliest idea is the one that makes you rich. Number 8. Velcro. Inspired by burrs and dog hair. Imagine seeing burrs sticking to your clothing and your dog's fur after a walk and thinking, that messy nuisance is the future of fascinating. That's the bizarre inspiration behind Velcro. We're talking about a Swiss engineer, George de Mestral, who spent years studying the microscopic hooks on birds. When he first presented the idea of a simple hook-and-loop system, people laughed, calling it cheap and ugly. It's like replacing a zipper with 2 fuzzy strips of nylon. Yet, Velcro revolutionized the military, space programs where astronauts needed simple fastening, and consumer goods, becoming an indispensable tool we use every day. For now, know that sometimes the greatest inventions come from studying the smallest, messiest nuisances in nature. Number 7. The Slinky. A coiled spring that fell down. Imagine an engineer working on magnets for ships. It's accidentally knocking a coiled spring off a shelf and watching it walk down a stack of books. That sounds like a complete failure of engineering. Yet it gave us the Slinky. We're talking about naval engineer Richard James, whose initial invention was meant to stabilize sensitive equipment. He spent years trying to sell the toy version, with many calling it a worthless piece of scrap metal. It's like trying to sell a failed science experiment as entertainment. Yet, the Slinky became a classic toy that demonstrated basic principles of physics and sold hundreds of millions of units worldwide. For now, remember that sometimes the biggest failures lead to the biggest wins. Number 6. Post-it notes. The glue that wouldn't stick. Imagine a chemist trying to invent a super strong adhesive, failing miserably and accidentally creating a weak, pressure-sensitive glue that constantly peels off. That's the frustrating mistake that led to the Post-it note. We're talking about 3-meter scientist Spencer Silver, who was ridiculed for creating a glue that wasn't strong enough to hold anything together permanently. It's like intentionally designing a product to fail its only purpose. Years later, a colleague realized this failed glue was perfect for temporarily sticking notes without damaging paper, turning a colossal chemical mistake into a global office essential. For now, know that one person's failure is often another person's billion-dollar breakthrough. Number 5. The microwave oven, a melting chocolate bar. Imagine a scientist standing next to a radar emitter, realizing the chocolate bar in his pocket had suddenly melted. That bizarre observation was the accidental genesis of the microwave oven. We're talking about Percy Spencer, a self-taught engineer at Raytheon who wasn't looking for a way to cook food, but was experimenting with radar technology. The initial commercial unit was huge, expensive, and largely mocked as a dangerous novelty. It's like replacing your stove with a giant metal box that cooks food in seconds. Yet, this clumsy discovery revolutionized the way the world eats and became a fixture in nearly every kitchen globally. For now, remember that some of the greatest inventions start with a melted snack. Number 4. The QWERTY keyboard layout, slowing typists down. Imagine consciously designing a keyboard layout that was intentionally inefficient. It's frustrating and slow. That's the shocking truth behind the QWERTY keyboard. We're talking about Christopher Scholes, who designed the layout not for speed, but to slow down fast typists so they wouldn't jam the keys on early, unreliable manual typewriters. It's like building a car with deliberately heavy brakes. It was a workaround for a mechanical flaw. Decades after the mechanical flaw was fixed, the slow, inefficient layout remained because everyone had already learned it, forever sacrificing speed for temporary convenience. For now, know that a design meant to fail became the global standard by sheer stubborn inertia. Number 3. The World Wide Web, a tool for sharing documents. Imagine creating a revolutionary global communication network that connects billions of people, but initially selling it as just a convenient way for physicists to share academic papers. That was the humble, almost boring Beginning of the World Wide Web. We're talking about Sir Tim Berners-Lee's initial proposal, which was often dismissed by superiors at CERN as a trivial project. It's like a person inventing the printing press just to print a single internal memo. No one realized this simple document sharing system would completely revolutionize commerce, culture, and human interaction. For now, remember that the most world-changing ideas often start as the most underestimated tools. Number two, the printing press. Designed to mass-produce Bibles. Imagine inventing a revolutionary piece of technology that democratizes knowledge and sparks the Enlightenment. But your primary immediate goal is just to efficiently churn out copies of one expensive book. That was Johannes Gutenberg's initial focus for the printing press. We're talking about a slow, laborious machine that seemed laughably inefficient compared to the artistry of handwritten manuscript. It's like inventing a complex industrial robot just to peel potatoes. Yet, this clunky machine lowered the cost of books, rapidly spread ideas, and completely broke the monopoly on knowledge, altering the course of human history forever. For now, remember that focusing on one small market can accidentally change the whole world. Number 1. Play-Doh. A failed wall cleaner. Imagine a putty-like substance designed to clean soot off wallpaper, only for it to fail miserably at its job when the world switched to vinyl wallpaper. That failed cleaning product became the brilliant, world-famous toy known as Play-Doh. We're talking about a product that was essentially useless for its intended commercial purpose, gathering dust until a chance idea transformed it into a children's creative essential. It's like trying to sell a broken vacuum cleaner as modern sculpture. This seemingly dumb failure, rebranded with a dash of color and a new purpose, revolutionized childhood play and generated billions in revenue. For now, know that the world's greatest breakthroughs often require a complete shift in perspective regarding your biggest mistake. Thanks for joining me today. To stay in the loop with all my upcoming videos, make sure you're subscribed.